And then, not only my managers thought I was insane, but my wife and my family.
They thought you went crazy.
They thought I was going nuts because I was like, I'm gonna make $20,000 a month online. You're gonna watch me.
$20,000 online.
$20,000, and I was making $1,100. Okay, so. Welcome to this video. This video is entitled Live Q&A Hot Seat with Coach Giani
and the Ecom Millionaire.
The Ecom Millionaire.
But basically, guys. First of all, Gabriel, tell a little bit about where you're from. Where you from? How old are you? And what brought you to the United States?
Okay, I'm Gabriel Beltran. For those who don't know me from your audience, I'm 36. I'm from Uruguay originally, which is a small country in South America. For those who don't know what it is, we're only 3 million people.
3 million people in Uruguay.
So
everybody plays soccer there.
Everybody plays soccer except me. I suck playing soccer. And my passion in life was music. So I was extremely driven and passionate.
Since
about
what
music.
age? How old
Since
were you?
1. I have a picture of 1 year old playing the snare drum in La Cuna.
Wow. In the crib.
In the crib, per se. And then, my dream was like making it big in a band. I was watching MTV Live, following Green Day, No Doubt, all those type of music, like pop, punk, rock. And so at 22, I got the opportunity to come to Miami to record an album.
And who invited you?
Yeah, I was working with Christian, a friend, and so I started working, just to give you an idea. I was kind of an entrepreneur since a young age. I was 17 when I left my house. I was living in someone else's house. I was 17 with my girlfriend at the time. And so I got a job because my mother-in-law had a really good job and she lost her job. So she couldn't pay the rent. And I was like, you know what, let me start playing and making some money. And what I do is I move in with my girlfriend, right? And I help with the rent. Okay. So I was 17, 18 years old, so I did that. I was like already getting responsibility of like, you gotta provide.
You gotta pay.
Exactly. So I was literally playing 7 nights a week.
In dollars, how much were you making?
I was making probably in dollars about $1,000 a month, which it was really good money.
In Uruguay?
Yeah, I was making more money than a regular
$1,000 a month in Uruguay.
I was making more money than a regular cop.
You were balling.
I was living the dream.
But you had no life.
Well, when I was that age,
You don't care.
I didn't care, and I was doing nothing during the day. I was just every single night I was going out and playing, from like leaving the house at 8 p.m. and coming back like at 3 a.m.
And what was your skill set? Drums. That's it.
And I was like laser focused on drumming and studying every single day.
It's not easy, right?
No, it's not easy. And I was teaching as well, so I've been teaching since there was drums.
So you were teaching people
I
how to
love
play.
Exactly.
You love teaching.
I love teaching.
I
like teaching because a lot of people don't know how to teach, and you can maybe relate to that because sometimes we get a coach or a mentor and he doesn't know how to teach, or we don't click. So it's kind of hard. So to make you the long story short, Christian, for the guy that I was playing, came to Miami to record an album. He said, "Gabe, you want to record drums?" And I was like, hell yeah. At the time, I didn't have a passport. I didn't have a visa. I didn't have the money. So I just visualized it. And the story is funny because I was on my mother, my ex-girlfriend's by the time, and I never read a book in my life. Never read a book. So I went to the shelf of my La Suegra,
the mother-in-law.
The mother-in-law at the time, and I took a book from the shelf, and it was The Alchemist.
The Alchemist.
Bro, I sat on the couch and I read the entire book. I started at 3 a.m. and the sun went up, and like by 9 a.m. I finished the book. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go and chase my dreams.
What's it about dreams? Because
it was about chasing your dreams.
Chasing your dreams.
So that book made me realize, you know what? Fuck it. I don't have nothing to lose. I'm young. We live only once.
I said be happy with what you got.
You'll be happy. Me, I want what's coming to me.
Oh, well, what's coming to you, Tony?
The world, Chico. And everything in it.
I'm gonna try it's just to go to Miami, but since being from a third world country, you're small-minded. So it's like, man, living to another country is like crazy. So My parents, I told them to my parents, I'm gonna go to Miami, I'm gonna record an album, and I'm just gonna go. And they said, they laughed at the beginning. First of all, you don't have money to go to Miami because nobody can, very few people can afford that trip. And you don't have a visa. And he said by then it was really complicated because it was after the 9/11. So to acquire a visa to come to the United States was super tough. So I applied for the visa, and there were literally, I was in a line of people that were denying. And I was like, what the hell? I'm just kind of swinging. And when I go, the lady says, so what are you going to United? I'm just going to go vacation. I'm just going to go record an album, and that's it. Come back. And the lady smiled at me, and she said, you're going to love Miami.
Wow!
So she snapped the visa. I'm like, yeah! And that was amazing. So I came back home. Wow, now I got a passport. I got a visa. I don't have the money yet. so what I did is I sold my drum set. And I borrowed money from a friend who was a student at the time who had moved to Boston because he was trying to make more money, right? So I called him up. This was like, bro, I barely know you, and you are asking me for like $800, and I don't know how the guy just gave me the money.
So everything started lining up.
Everything started lining up. It's like the universe was putting.
Do you think it's because you really created a desire to that it was going to happen no matter what?
It was literally like Napoleon Hill says in Bob Roto. It was a burning desire, to make it happen. Okay. So that was the first step. That was my biggest jump. So when I get into the airplane, I start like fear start coming into me. I'm like, what the heck am I doing by myself? I'm 22. My family's in the airport like this, like they don't believe what's happening today. Holy shit, my son is leaving. And then I get here to my buddy's friends, and dude, at the beginning it was rough. I was literally sleeping in top of pillows like this, but in those pillows, the dog was sleeping. So the pillows were like stink. They had this dog smell. I was waking up like with hairs of dog in my lips, and I was like, okay, whatever. We're just gonna swing it, make it through, and record the album, and then we'll see where it takes us. But long story short, I finished the album, and I fall in love with the United States, and I'm seeing successful people all around me. Like I started getting little jobs because I didn't have money, not even to pitch, and help on the house that I was staying at. So I started painting chairs. I went to a hotel that they were doing renovations. I knocked on and I said, yo, do you need any help? The guy says, yeah, I need help. I need to, paint those chairs. So you gotta sand it down and you gotta paint them. I was like, okay. And this guy started taking me to like multi-million-dollar apartments in Saudi. And I was like, damn, bro, this is the type of life that I want to have.
You wanted a good life.
I wanted a good life. So I started getting hungry for that. And my vehicle was still the music. And that was my dream. So I started playing in bands and this and that. And, we got to a point that I was like, we're going to blow up. We're going to make it. We got a manager. We just finished a record. We boop, 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 boop. But the band ended up.
The band?
Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard
to make it?
Hard to make it because it's if it was me by myself and I could sing, I know
you would have made it.
I would have made it by myself. But the problem is, in a band, you're dealing with 4 or
other
5 other people.
Yeah.
And not everybody's on the same page.
Or they don't have the same dream.
So I felt exactly, not the same burning desire.
Yeah.
They don't come from my background that I literally. So, just to give you a quick story, because Moses was asking me the other day, Gabe, share something with the audience that nobody knows. What nobody knows is that when I first got here, the second year, I decided to stay. So I was like, you know what? I can't sleep on this dog's bed anymore. So I'm gonna just rent an apartment. Barely I was making like the rent. That was my salary. Pretty much making $600.
$600 a month.
Yeah, the rent was like $550. So I paid the rent and I moved into the house with no furniture, nothing. So I was sleeping pretty much on cardboard.
Wow.
I put cardboard on the floor and I was sleeping on top of that. I didn't have sheet. I didn't have plates. I didn't have nothing.
Like a homeless guy.
Like a homeless, pretty much, with a roof.
Wow.
And then I paid $550 rent. So I started getting jobs and this and that. And finally, I landed a job which was on the beach, in South Beach, like literally putting umbrellas and dragging chairs to the beach. So there I was starting making a little bit more money. And after that, obviously I saw the light of the tunnel, because when I was living in that apartment, I was managing to live with $5 a week. That's why when people tell me I don't have the money, I say
$5 a week.
$5 a week.
He was making it in the United States with $5 a week.
So my diet was $5 a week, and I tell you what I was eating. I was buying a box of pasta, penne pasta, in the market for 80 cents. I was buying a can of bean for another 60 cents, and I was buying 2 tomatoes. And then the plate, I went to the dollar store, I got a plate and a fork, that the fork was like no sharp at all. I couldn't even barely go through the pasta. And that was my diet, eating every day a little bit of a portion of pasta, beans and tomatoes.
Oh my God.
$5 a week. Look, I was literally picking up pennies from the floor.
To eat,
because I didn't have the money. And my parents called me, "Hey, Gabby, how you doing?" I'm like,
I'm
doing
balling.
great.
I'm balling.
And I was eating a cable, like they said. So man, I've been in the lowest myself, with no family, no friends, by myself. And that's how I learned English, because I met a dude, a Jamaican guy, and this guy was like, "Dude, I have no place to stay." So I'm super open-minded. I was like, "You know what? Just stay with me. Can you help me with the rent?" He says, "Yeah, when I get a job, I help you." So this guy was, waking up early, the same thing. He didn't even have a bed. He was just sleeping in like those camping beds, like that. And he was promoting nightclubs with flyers during the day. And then we become good friends, and I learned English by talking to him and communicating with him in basic stuff, like, "Hey, we need this, we need that, what are you gonna do?" And he was a musician as well. That's why we click. And dude, that's the long story short.
So he struggled, guys, in the United States.
I went through everything.
He went through everything, living with $5 a week, but he did not give up. He saw that something great was going to happen.
Exactly. So back then, and then I started getting more information about, obviously, mindset and stuff like that. I heard about Bob Proctor, this and that. And this was back in 2008. And then back then, see how crazy is life. I didn't have papers.
Everything lining up.
Everything was lining up.
Because his burning desire for success.
So then I got my papers, and I'm like, okay, now I can stay, so I can breathe again and start planning what I'm going to do. We keep going. Then I met my current wife, and she was literally my wife. I was living in Kendall by the time. She was in Hialeah, and she was literally driving to see me every day. And she was not even 20. So imagine what her parents will think about. She's going to visit this dude to Kendall every night. What's wrong?
Well, how long was the drive?
It's about 45 minutes.
45 minutes to see a broke guy.
Yeah, and she was even paying me for lunch sometimes with McDonald's or whatever, because my money was literally, I was living check to check, and I was having enough money to put gas to go from my house to the work and back and forth. I couldn't make it to go to Miami Lakes and come back, because then I was like a day.
But you never lost the dream.
Never lost the dream.
Make it big.
And that's why I like her, because she's been with me since I was like flat ass broke with nothing. So she sees all the progress, and it's a good thing to have along your side, that someone that
who
believes in you and sees what you have achieved. So then I was driving on the Palmetto. I was sick and tired of working in Guitar Center, making $1,100 a month.
$1,100
minus freaking taxes and the money that I spent on gas. It was like clean money, like $650. Nothing. So my mother-in-law opened doors of her house, and I was living in a tiny room on her house, because we didn't have money. So my mother-in-law and my father was like, my father-in-law, live here for a year or two, save money, whatever you make, save the money, so you can guys get a home, something. Do something, which is, everybody tells you, buy a house.
So they were nice to you when
they
you
were
got
super
nothing.
nice. I got nothing. So so that happened, and then I was driving in the Palmetto, right? Beat up Honda Civic, green actually as well.
The green.
Yeah. And I'm like, I start laughing. My wife says, "Why are you laughing?" I'm just like, I just got an idea. I'm gonna call a friend of mine who's working on that dealership, and I'm gonna get a job there, like that. And I text the guy and the guy says, bro, we need a salesman right now. Can you come tomorrow? I said, yes, sir. I'll be there. So suit up, go to the job, got the job, start selling cars. And man, from nothing, I started becoming on the top 5 salesmen in the dealership, which we were like 22 salesmen. That's when I discovered Grant Cardone with, Cardone U. I started.
Do you admire Grant?
Yeah. I admire him tremendously. He was the fuel every morning. I was listening to, so I stopped listening to radio and I started listening to 10X. The audiobook. So I was every morning in the car listening to 10X, the audiobook, going to work, selling cars. And when I was like standing up, waiting for that app to sell, listening to Bob Proctor.
Good stuff in your brain.
Feeding my mindset.
Feeding your mindset with good stuff. Nothing bad.
Nothing bad. And then one of the things I learned is like that Napoleon Hill says, write down your goals, where you want to be at within 2 years, what are you going to be doing with when you make it, are you going to help how many people? So I wrote it down like, it's like an affirmation, I'm a multi-millionaire marketer making more than making more than $2.2 million a year. I'm helping thousands of people to become financially free. And I said, I'm traveling the world, enjoying every single minute of my life, friends and family. Wow. So I was repeating that
every
myself
day.
Every day, like 5 times a day.
Write it down, repeat it.
Bro, that actually gives me chills because it's crazy. Now think about it.
And you put the picture of the Lambo, right?
And inside the dealership, my computer, the background of my computer was the picture of the Lamborghini.
Wow.
That was a picture. Actually, it was.
And I know it's true because I called one of your guys from the dealership and he told me he was crazy. He had these pictures of cars.
I had a conversation with my ex-manager and he said, Gabi, look, I gotta get together with you, man. We gotta talk because, look, I'm doing great. He's a manager. He's making really good money, but he has no life. Everybody who works in a dealership has no life. He said, look, bro, at the beginning, I'm gonna say it, but I'm gonna be honest with you. But I thought you were a little bit like
crazy,
losing it because you were showing me screenshots from the internet. And it's like, bro, how this kid is gonna believe that those numbers are fucking real? This is a lie. And he was like, whatever, dude. They were laughing at me. And they started calling me the marketer. And I was with the hopes and dreams. And I was like, by the time I didn't know nothing, I was like literally grabbing offers from ClickBank, direct link to Facebook, getting accounts banned left and right. But once I launched, I remember in ClickBank, the paleo recipe.
The paleo recipe.
Bro. And dude, I got one sale within $3 spent. It was like $11. I was like, wow.
There's something here.
This is real now. This is real. I see it.
What year was that? Your first?
This was 2004, the end of 2014.
The end of 2014, he made his first sale.
First commission online.
And he gets like, wow, there's hope here. There's something.
There's something. So then I moved to CPA and I was doing Craigslist. Posting ads in Craigslist every day, promoting. No. It's this offer that it's like to find a job. So they were paying me $2.60. So I was putting like Walmart is hiring, blah blah blah, and people were filling up the application.
Yeah, and then you made money.
So I was like $40, $60, $80, and then boom, my manager calls me and says, Gabriel, are you using Craigslist as a traffic source? As a CP guy, you're not supposed to do Craigslist because they believe and they think it's a bad quality lead, which is the email. So I was like, oh my God, bro. I was like, yes. He says, no. You know what? He said, don't worry. We're going to pay you your commissions, but don't do it anymore. So then I was like, freaking hey, man. Every time I find something that is working,
it stops.
So it was failures.
Listen what he just said. He failed, but he still had a dream that it was going to work.
Exactly. I knew I was going to make it work. And then not only my managers thought I was insane, but my wife and my family.
They thought you were crazy.
They thought I was going nuts because I was like, I'm going to make $20,000 a month online. You're going to watch me.
$20,000 online?
$20,000. And I was making $1,100, okay? So they're like, what are you talking about? It's like, okay, whatever. And then, changed dealerships for another one a little bit closer to my house. And I was making a little bit better money. So my wife like was happy. Now you're making a little more money. I was making roughly $3,500.
$3,500
average.
and she was happy.
She was happy because I was making $1,000 and I was broke, and we had a newborn on our family, and we were like, my God, what are we gonna do? So that baby was a blessing in the sky, because I remember my mother saying, don't worry, every baby comes with a piece of bread under their arm, blah, 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 because I was like, dude, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. So anyway, so I called, my daughter came with a factory instead of a piece of bread, a factory, because she literally flipped my head around, and when she was born, that and then hit me. It was like, okay, now I need to really make it happen.
Now I'm gonna get rich.
Now I'm gonna get rich, and I want to provide the best lifestyle possible for my family, entire family. So then, you know, I was working, and I was trending. Remember 2015? I was trending Shopify, and I'm like, man, Shopify. So I started looking into Shopify, and I started burning money. I started getting credit cards, because by the time my wife was extremely happy, because we were fixing my credit with credit. Lexington Law, we were paying $100 a month to fix the credit to buy a house. So we were fixing the credit. We got it up to the 712 Beacon score, which was great, from 400. That was a disaster. And then, okay, I got credit cards without her knowing. 5 credit cards.
5 credit cards.
I was on the dealership listening to Bob Proctor, walking with my phone. I was like, fuck it. You know what? I gotta believe in me. I gotta keep the fear away, whatever noise I hear, and I gotta drive for what I want to do. So I applied right in there in my phone, because I saw an ad on Facebook of American Express, and I was like, you know what, this is for me, I'm gonna apply. And I applied, and I was like, what the hell, let me apply another one, and another one, and another one. Little to know, I applied to 5. Okay, nothing happened, because everyone was like, okay, we'll let you know. Didn't get approved right away. A week later, I was working with my wife. Gabriel, did you apply for a credit card? I'm like, no way. She was like, what do you mean no way? You just got a credit card. We're trying to fix your credit. You cannot use it. I was like, yes, $5,000.
No.
Yes, $5,000 on a credit card. Then, bro, this was for like a week. Every day my wife pissed off, calling me another credit card. So 5 credit cards, $17,000 in total.
$17,000 credit.
To do the online thing, and she made it know. I was like, yes, I'm gonna start buying traffic. Yeah. So dude, I ran through the money like that. $17,000.
Nothing to show.
Nothing to show.
No.
I'm like, damn. But I learned through that. That's what I was doing.
You learned?
I was telling my wife, look, I'm learning. She's like, what are you learning? How to spend the money? What are you doing? You're nuts. Now your credit's gonna go. Anyway, so I did that, and then I had $500 to my name.
$500 to your name in 13 months ago.
Yes.
Because you lost.
I spent everything.
$500 to his name 13 months ago. What happened? What was the breakthrough?
The breakthrough was one single product, okay, that I was trending, and I took advantage, and I ride the wave. And by then I stopped, and I said, you know what? I only have $500. I need to do something different. So I saw an interview with Steve Jobs, and Steve Jobs says, the problem that people have is that they're afraid to fail, and they don't have focus on one thing. As soon as they try something, they fail, they stop, and they think that's not gonna work, and then they move to the next. So I was like, I'm definitely not moving away to anything, because I'm already seeing the failures, so I'm actually learning. So he says, in order to succeed, you need to fail. Your phone is trying to reconnect. You need to fail, and then look back and connect the dots. The dots and learn. Guys, we're gonna give it a second because his phone is reconnecting. I don't know. We can reconnect it. In the meantime, let's see who we got here. Epic. Team Rock. Yeah, bro. Okay, Everybody, hi.
Let's see the questions so far.
Okay.
Let's see. We got a lot of people question. How do I know if a good product is passionate? So people are going nuts, Gabriel.
Asking questions. We're gonna get to the question right now.
We're gonna get to the question.
I think it's important for you guys to know a little bit about myself, because when I was looking at successful people online, I was always thinking, oh, that's easy for you to say because you have the money to do it. But guys, I
Exactly.
literally,
He didn't have any
slept on
money.
the floor. I slept on the floor and managed to survive with $5 a week.
Okay, so how do you find this product? What made you think that product could make you money? What was that breakthrough there?
The breakthrough was that coming from the CPA work and failing so many times, I started looking back and connecting the dots. And so what else? I discovered that by spending $5 per ad set, piling up as many interests as I could, I'm talking about Facebook already changed, but that is actually what is working, and using a software, I was actually getting data super fast with $5, and I was able to see which interest has the higher engagement and the higher response.
Okay.
CTR, but for those who don't know.
Why engagement?
Because if I'm on the street with a billboard and I said free car wash, and I see that cars are stopping and they're saying, hey, can you wash my car? That's engagement. People are interested in what I'm offering.
Yes.
So by knowing which interests on Facebook are getting attention like that, I will only focus on those and cut the ones that are not getting attention.
Okay.
And that's what happened with Facebook. When you spend money, right? You put $100 and you don't give Facebook time to optimize, or you don't have the proper data so you can know which one is the one that engage with your content, you're gonna burn the money. You're not gonna see results, and you're gonna get frustrated. You're gonna quit. Remember, Facebook is a smart platform, but a lot of people don't give Facebook the time. You need to give Facebook a little bit of time to optimize, but before you do that, you need to read between the patterns. What are you gonna do? Which targets you're gonna? Because if I tell you, Gianni, can you go door by door or go to try to sell this cake, and on the neighborhood there's 2 birthdays. Where are you gonna sell the cakes? In the birthday.
The birthday.
Well, you go door by door, knocking door by door.
Nobody cares.
Exactly. You're gonna be tired. You're gonna be, bro, I already knocked on $100, and I'm telling you, yo, that house is a birthday party. Don't you see the gloves? Don't you see the sign? So you gotta read between the lines. That is actually knowing how to target a certain product, because Facebook is all about the right demographic matching to the right product. Once you match those 2 things, the right product to the right demographic,
Cloning.
That is like it's like I do, bro. Guys, I take a product 2 days from $1,000 to $100K within a week.
A day.
A day within a week.
From 1,000 to $100,000
$100,000
a day in a week.
So
from a
imagine-
brand new product.
Brand new product. I test it and I see it has potential. I can scale it to 100K.
Okay, so we don't have the product. I put it somewhere, right? The product.
It wasn't.
Can you bring the product from in the
La lámpara.
La lámpara? We're gonna show a product and we're
That
gonna
actually did $400,000.
that he sold $400,000. We're gonna share this product with you, and also he's gonna be completely honest about the failures that happened with that.
So you're gonna learn a lesson from the product that I'm gonna share with you.
Yes.
You're actually gonna learn a lesson.
So while he's coming back with the product, what is your wife now seeing with all this money that comes in?
Well, one, she's not a big spender, so she's not wearing Gucci Vuitton. No. She's not a big spender. So she just happy that we got a home. That was her dream. We got a home. She's just happy to see that we can do more for our family. Like we can, bring my parents every time we want. We can help her side of the family with debt or whatever they need. We have the funds. So it's an amazing feeling. It's like, guys, life gets better. It's when you have more money. A lot of people, because we're raised and conditioned to believe that rich people got rich because they're lucky or their family is wealthy. It's not. Your parents or in school, they don't tell you, look, if you believe in something and you're passionate about and you go for it, you can get rich. It is easier actually to make $100,000 in a day than making your first $1,000 online. That is how crazy it is, and I didn't understand that at the beginning when I saw a guy talking about it's easier to make 20,000 or whatever numbers a day than make your first $1,000. Because once you know how to make 1,000, you can scale it to whatever number you want.
Especially with Facebook.
Yeah.
So basically, guys, he made $400,000 with this LED music bulb.
Yep.
Okay, how do you find this product?
This product is actually my first product that I launched by, because I was like, you know what? I saw it on Amazon. I was in bed 3 a.m. on my phone, and I was just looking for products on Amazon. A good place to look for products. Amazon. And I saw this ball, and I'm like, man, that's super cool. I mean, my office, I can put out, and it has a light and music, Bluetooth. I like it. So I bought it for myself, and as soon as I had it, and I literally tested, and I heard the quality of the sound, and my wife was in the bathroom, like literally from here to there, and she was like, what is the sound? That sounds so good. And she was like, oh my God, that's a lot. So I was like, this is a good product. She liked it. So I took my iPhone, and I did an unbox video. With one hand, I screw it into the ceiling, and I record a video like that. And I record the speaker moving like tuku, tuku, tuku. So I was like, man, this is a problem.
And it plays music from your phone?
From your phone.
Okay.
So you can stream the music Bluetooth.
Okay.
So I start selling it. I launched my own video. I start selling it. At the beginning, it was not profitable, but once the ad started taking off, dude, literally, I was getting sales like that. So immediately what I did was build bundles. I said buy 1, buy 3, or buy 5. And guess which one was the best seller? 3. People were buying 3 and 5 like crazy because they want the whole house, the shower, the bathroom, you know, the office.
So you think every time you have a product, you will think about, can I sell bundles?
Exactly.
It's important.
Exactly, because you want to maximize your average cart value, which is your AOV. You want to maximize that. So you need to do is actually by triggering the psychology of I'm saving more and getting more. You sometimes, you know what I did? I put this lamp for like $27 and it was buy 3 for $34.
So yeah, that's psychology.
So it's like, dude, I spent $7 more and I get 3. It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So I was pushing people to buy 3, and my cost was literally $7 for the lamp.
$7 per lamp.
Per lamp. So we start selling like crazy, and then 1 month in, I started having problems. Orders were not getting delivered. So I contacted my supplier, which was in the US, and he's like, Gabriel, I'm so sorry. You know, since I'm not in China, what's going on right now is that your pallet of lights, it's going to the port, and from the port coming back to the factory, and it's rerouting, and we don't know why. And I'm like, bro, so we don't know why. Went for like 2-3 weeks, guys. For 2-3 weeks, I didn't have an answer to my customers. We didn't know why. As an end result, what happened was that China changed the regulations, and we could no longer ship, because this has a remote control, we could no longer ship anything with a lithium battery or magnet. The speakers has a magnet.
Because it's dangerous?
Yeah, it is because of the airplane and explosion and blah, 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 blah. So a month after this product was delayed, the product was delayed for 30 days, I discovered that we can no longer ship, and those 3 ports that he was using this product. So then he was like, I have another solution, just give me a week. 30 days and a week passed. The customers at this point, they don't buy any answer we give them. They're just like, give me my money back. Give me my money, you're just coming me. And then what happened? Chargebacks. Every day, $1,000, $2,000. So guys, for literally like good 15 days, I was hitting with chargebacks. I remember I got almost $27,000 in chargebacks. So instead of getting money in my bank account, I was getting money deducted every day. That sucked. And so what happened was I literally stopped selling the product, and I learned, you know what? You cannot do business with a distributor that is not in China and does not have the right connections, because my other guy from China knew. He said, yeah, of course, you're not going to get this product shipped from port such and such and such. You got to use port such. And I'm like,
so so right now you could make it work.
Yeah, I can make it work
because of your connections,
because of my connection,
experience, and do you feel it's important to have someone that you can ask questions?
It is extremely important. Someone that you can ask questions. Someone who has experience doing this. It's not a young cat, because some of these guys are young kids, man, like 19 years old. That you're dealing with someone on AliExpress, and it's a drop shipper just like you and me. It's just the guy's in China, he's buying on the factory, he's shipping it to you.
And he has no idea.
He has no idea about what port or what's not working, what is working. So by the failures, I'm learning and learning and learning and learning. So I found the easy way. Now I got the distributor who knows everything in and out. Okay, so every time I have a product, I'm like, look, this is a product I'm selling. Can we scale? If he says, Gabe, give me 3 days. I give him 3 days. He says, yes, you can scale. Factory can keep up with the product. We have no problem shipping. Everything is good. Just avoid, he says, this country, this country, this country, this country.
Wow. So it tells you
everything.
Avoid.
Exactly, because at the beginning I was getting that too. I was getting a bunch of chargeback and refunds because I was selling worldwide, and I didn't know that some of the countries are not, they're not worth it because they take up to 54 days to arrive. So it's too much.
Are you going to exclude those countries from your ads?
Yeah, no, literally from my Shopify store, you cannot buy.
You
are from that country, you cannot buy. So I don't have to exclude in Facebook. I just put the Facebook, do not ship to this country.
Okay.
So we do that. So now, what do? We know we have the right distributor that is gonna help you because the merchant account is gonna be golden because you're not gonna get chargebacks.
Yeah.
So everything is good. Now we have a distributor who's trustful that tells you what products you can scale, what products you cannot scale because of manufacturer. Because everybody who's getting excited with a product, you're gonna start scaling and then you worry about how you're gonna fulfill. That's how.
Is that wrong?
That's right. I was doing that at the beginning too because look, you got a product, you want to scale, you get excited, so you just start pushing traffic. But then you realize, oh shoot, how I'm gonna do to fulfill it because now the fulfillment is not working, it's gonna break, and that's there. So what we do inside the Ecom Millionaire is like we guide you through the right process, and at the same time we give you access for
to your contacts.
Exactly. To the arbitrage of contacts we have. So
wow.
So this guy is only taking serious people. He's not gonna take,
three orders a day.
Exactly. This guy is for when you're ready, and if you're ready to scale, we can also help you.
And about Facebook, you feel you know pretty much anything, like everything, most Facebook.
I learn every single week because every single week I get on a call and I actually get to share my personal screen with my rep.
With a Facebook rep.
With a Facebook rep. How crazy is that I get to share my screen, my ads to my rep, and my rep is telling me, look, Gabe, let's try this, let's try that.
And it works sometimes?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got a coach.
So I got a coach.
A Facebook
and
coach.
My coach
it works for Facebook.
It's a Facebook.
I mean, is that because
you
you spend like $50,000 a day?
That is because of that, and that is because there's certain levels. If you spend a little bit of money, you're gonna get an email. A lot of people, I was gonna say I'm gonna bet money that if you're running Facebook and you go through your emails, you're gonna have a contact email from Facebook that is telling you that they wanna get on a call with you, and that is a rep.
Yeah.
That is trying to reach out local businesses or someone like you, a dropshipper, to help you because they want you to spend more money. That's the reality. Yeah. Facebook does not want to get you money. He wanted to spend more money.
They don't want to ban you. They want to spend more money.
They help you grow. So a lot of people don't do that. So I encourage you, looking through your inbox, look for Facebook emails you're gonna have. Get on a call. Don't ignore it. Get on a call. Don't get scared. Get on a call. They want to help you. They're not gonna ban you. Okay. So the other thing is like I went through like literally five Facebook reps. The last two are. We talk at the same level. It's like we
he's as good as you.
The guy is good. The guy understands. It's like we can talk about that, about this, about that. The other two guys, they were like reading a script, and that's when I was spending low money.
Yeah,
now that I spend the money,
they give you the best.
They give you the best because it's like you gotta pay attention to that account, and they get assigned for 6 months to that particular account, and after 6 months they rotate to another, into another. So they don't give you a rep for life. It's like every 6 months they rotate. So it's amazing, bro, how life can change and how fast it can change. And when it changes for good, it's like I just give you an example. Sometimes I go by a month with a check of $1,000 in my wallet from eBay, which is cash back from little orders that I do on AliExpress, from random orders people place in my store. And sometimes I forget to cash it because I don't need the money to survive that.
But
money.
you used to live with $600
with $5 a week.
With $5 a week. Now he got checks that he doesn't even cash. and for them to get excited is you have done more than $100,000 in one day, right?
Yes, more than 100K in one day, and I have done over $8 million in the last 13 months.
13 months, $8 million in sales. Guys, do you feel that this guy can actually help you? And do you feel that...
and most important, I have spent over over 3.7 million.
He has
in
spent
advertising in the last 13 months.
3.7 million on Facebook himself, not for a company, for himself, for his stores. So do you feel this guy has the right knowledge to help you get a campaign, get it working, and then the most important thing is what you do when you're making a little money.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
So if for these people, because we're gonna give now the what time is it?
It is 5 till 1.
Okay, we're good. We have 5 more minutes. Give me the product, and we're gonna say that this guy found this product and found a good video, on Facebook, whatever. How will you test this product right now? If you can explain, how can you make to see if this product can convert? What will you do?
3 steps. You're gonna do a PPE. You're gonna do a video view.
PPE is paid
post per engagement campaign.
Okay.
You're gonna do a website conversion campaign with a purchase pixel, and you're gonna do a video views campaign.
Why? What do you need the 3?
You need the views to the products, because monkey see, monkey do. And what I mean by that is, like, if you scroll into your newsfeed and you see a product and has no engagement, no views, people ignore them. Okay. When you go to a club, you're looking for the club that has the most amount of people outside, because that's where it's happening.
Yes.
So this is the same concept.
Okay.
We do video views. You can do a $10 or I do $20 worldwide.
Why? What's the difference between 10 and 20?
$20 you can get data more
Okay,
quickly. Okay. If you cannot afford 20, you can do $5 a day. As
Okay.
long as you get those 3 points. You
Okay.
need pushing video views worldwide. Okay. You're not gonna change the age. You're gonna go as broad as you can. Worldwide, okay? And then you're gonna do a post per engagement. You can do it at $5 or $10 a day again.
Okay.
And you're gonna put 4 interests in the PPE. One interest is gonna be the most related to this, which will be LED lights, for example. The other one could be gadgets, could be Amazon.com is a really good universal, and eBay too, and PayPal as well. So I will do that, and then I will do the website conversion is where it gets interesting, because you're gonna have 10 assets.
10 assets, okay.
What we're doing here is we're fishing with 10 different, how do you say la caña? The fish thing, whatever.
The fish, whatever.
So we're gonna have 10 lines.
10 lines.
Trying different spots of the reel.
How many interests on each line?
We're gonna do 1 single interest per ad set.
Broad.
Super big. The bigger the better. I do 200 millions, 300 millions, enough.
In each
interest. Yeah. So
Okay.
for this LED light, if it's 14 million or 11 million, that's perfect. Then what I do is I click on the suggestions by Facebook.
Okay.
And Facebook now, it has everything integrated, because before you have to go outside Facebook, go to this tool which is called Audience Insight, and it was giving you highest affinity, which is the highest related to the. So now Facebook give it to you by automatic. You just click and suggest it, and it's gonna give you the highest affinity interest. Okay. So we duplicate that as an intent, and then we just click on suggestion, and we change it
For
to
the next one.
Exactly. And the goal here is to see which interest is gonna give you the cheapest sale.
The cheapest sale.
Yeah, and we let it run for 3 days. If within 3 days you spend $150, you got no sales, and let's say no sales, 0 sales, that's
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, just move.
You
to
cut
the
it on the next one.
Move to the next.
But with your experience, obviously, you can quickly know which product is gonna hit, right?
Yeah, exactly, because I do reverse engineer. Reverse engineer is pretty much, I spy on Facebook, I see what is selling, I see what is trending, and I can see how much traffic. If you can, guys, look at this in this perspective. If you know that the guy who's selling this lamp is sending 500,000 visitors a month to this product landing page, do you think he's making a sale or not?
So what is a number that you're looking per month that you say, okay, there's traffic here?
Okay. Any video that I found that I see with 500,000 views and more, and like at least 2,000 shares, I know there's engagement, there is something else. So what I do then is I take the domain of the store, and I plug it in on similarweb.com.
Similarweb.com.
Similarweb.com will give you exactly where the traffic is coming, if it's from social, if they're pushing traffic from YouTube, if they're pushing traffic from media buy, and it's gonna give you actually the top 5 countries. If you wanna see more countries, you gotta pay, but the free tool gives you more than that. I don't even pay for that. So it gives you the traffic and it gives you the amount of visitors a month. So now you know, okay.
But when you see 500,000 visitors a month, you know they're making money.
Yeah, I know at least they're making $200,000 a month. At least for my numbers.
Okay.
Because every time I sell a product, and if the product is not that hot, and worldwide, obviously worldwide converts less. So you can have 10,000 visitors and you can make 3,000, 2,000 revenue. Okay. But if it's United States, which I concentrate majority of my traffic in US converts way higher because it's the same currency, people earn more. So when you change dollars to Indian money or something like that, you know, this land might not be affordable for everybody, but here it's affordable for everybody. So that's why what we do. So for example, in my store, if I see, for example, I don't have my phone, but if I see 500,000 visitors in US, that means that at least I have $700,000 in sales.
700,000. So then you go and find products that they're selling.
Exactly.
And test those.
Exactly. Test those products.
So right now,
just to give you an idea, since I started this journey, it was this one, the Black Mask, the City Sponge, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 products that made me over $8 million.
5 products for $8 million.
And
5 products.
I haven't tested more than 20 products.
He has not tested more than 20 products
since I started on this.
Since he started 13 months ago with his formula.
Yeah.
Okay. And now that we have the Ecom Millionaire Mastermind, are you gonna share everything, step by step?
Exactly.
How to find the product, how you test exactly.
The goal will be super amazing. Just when we do the mastermind is to get to launch a product the first day, and by the last day, you know, everybody leaving making sales. That will be huge.
So you think once with your formula, once they find a product, in the next 3 days they can make their first dollar online?
Absolutely, man. I have students who I actually did a live on the group, and I asked, so what, guys, how much money does it take to actually get rolling? Because that's a question. And I want to say, to be safe, I want to say $2,000, but it doesn't mean that you need those $2,000 here. It means that you need $2,000 in a total of 30 days to actually go through products and see. Because as soon as you start making sales, as soon as you find a winning product. So I found let's say those 2 assets that were making purchases. What do I do with the other 8 after that? You kill them.
You kill them.
Yeah, I kill them.
And what do I do with those 2 assets?
We're gonna scale them
by duplicating
them to a bigger budget.
Bigger budget.
Boom.
So it's granular.
And then when you duplicate that asset into, for example, 10 times at $75 a day, then you're gonna find out within 3 days that from those 10 assets, maybe 4 or 7 work. Then we eliminate the rest, and then we duplicate the entire campaign. And I duplicate the entire campaign 10 times.
The war of the
clones.
So
do the math. I do 75 times 10. It's $750 times 10. Next day, I know I'm gonna spend $7,500 extra.
And then you keep doing that.
Yeah, dude, and then boom,
the war of the clones.
The war of the clones. I call it Cobra.
But the most important, guys, is if with this guy is with so much more than $3 million on Facebook, with the connections that he has, you know, 20 products tested, not a million. 20 products tested, 4 or 5 worked. And put $8 million. And
I'm gonna tell you, because some of you guys on the line might be, I don't know, but some I see students, they're telling me, Gabe, I tested 20 products already, nothing works.
What's the problem? Why?
The problem there is that they're desperate.
They're desperate. They're like desperate.
They're desperate for the money, and they're going blindly. They're not actually thinking straight up, man. They're not actually thinking straight up, because I have give this information to this guy who now become one of my closest students, who make his first month with his $20,000 in October. I'm sorry, it was November, I think. And this month he already is over $100K.
$100,000.
And this guy was brand new to the industry, bro.
Brand new to the industry in 3 months.
With two products. He's selling 2 products.
Do you share the product?
I can't share.
No. Did you give him the product?
No.
He found it.
He found it himself.
He found it. But in the mastermind, when you find a product that you don't have time to scale, can you throw it for the people?
I have no problem.
Okay, he's going to be throwing products for you that he thinks with his brain that could work. Okay? And you just use his method and ask questions every day. And every week you're going to be looking at people's campaigns and teach them how to make decisions, right?
Exactly. Helping them, because it gets a lot of psychology involved. That's why I have mentors, which is my rep, and then I have friends who are doing extremely well too, which we are all the time talking on the phone. It's like, Gabe, how's your account today? Gabe, how's your account today? Man, today sucks. Today is really good. Today is amazing. And we talk every single day, because it's like, dude, it's like, we don't have, as a marketers, I cannot talk this to my wife. She hated it.
Yeah.
First of all, she doesn't understand what I'm saying. And then she's like, don't talk about that right now. So we talk, like, I get to talk to you, I get to talk to Moses. So it's like we are a community online that's why we make connections and try to build those relationships, just to talk the same language, because people don't understand that. People, you say, when they ask me, so what do you do for a living, bro? I'm like, I make money online. And they're like, what? How? What?
It's hard to explain.
It's weird. It's hard to explain, So
the last 10 days, you showed me yesterday, you did
$645,000.
$645,000 the past 10 days with his blueprint, the way he does it.
Yeah.
Found the product, duplicate, and et cetera, guys. So say yes if you're interested in being part of this mastermind. Also with Gabriel, we're gonna be doing events here in Orlando and also in Miami. Okay, we're gonna have 2-day events where you can shake his hand. We're gonna do homework. He's gonna be launching campaigns live. Okay, and most importantly, we wanna also bring you and interview you here. We wanna interview you here and at the Grand Canal Studio.
I love success stories, man. The other day, I just give you a quick one. I met up with this guy who was extremely persistent, calling me 6 times a day, right? 6 times a day for like a month and a half, and I was late. I was like, let me answer. I said, yo, what's going on, bro? He says, I want to meet up with you, bro. I want to meet up. I'm like, bro, I'm extremely busy right now. I don't have time to just go meet up. And he said, remember when you were on your beginnings? Just give me 5 minutes. And I was like, okay, let's go. So I said, tomorrow, Starbucks. So we went to Starbucks, and I was like, so how you doing? He's like, look, bro, I'm doing good. And she showed me, it was the kid who did like 20K last month, and this month already over 100K, making $7,000 to $8,000 a day. And I'm
$7,000 to $8,000 a day in a few months.
In 2 months.
In 2 months.
In 2 months already making this
in
month.
2 months.
This month he's gonna do probably 200K more or less.
Okay, guys.
That's crazy.
If you're interested, text me 407-969-6938. Obviously, Gabriel is very busy. I'm gonna be taking those messages. We're gonna get in a conversation to see how we can help you become better than Gabriel. You think they can beat you?
Oh yes.
I
got a student who actually beat me. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I got a student who actually
2.4.
He did 2.4 millions. So it's like I say, guys, teach how to fish. They will catch. They will eventually catch a bigger fish.
His best success stories. The student did 2.4 million in 1 month. Because the guy knew how to do it, and then
he was doing 30K a day, and then he applied what I was teaching, and he's like doing 130 a day now. Yeah.
So guys, text me 407-969-6938. I'm gonna hook you up, okay? But most important is I want you to have a relationship with Gabriel, because we want to change lives. We want to make millionaires, and Gabriel has a goal. He wants to be bigger than Tai Lopez. He already told me. Do you want to be bigger than Tai Lopez?
We're driving for that.
We're driving for that, and I said I'm gonna help you make that happen, and I'm gonna push you with that dream. He got the skills. There is nobody in the industry right now that can help you like he can. And I'm telling you, I wish I can say Coach Giani is the man. No, he's the man. He's the man.
We join
we join forces so we can help you change your life. And we want to create stories like his amazing story, $5 a week to eat. And now he makes so much money. I think the merchant the other day was supposed to send you a couple $100,000, right?
Yeah.
And you probably don't even care about that money. You know?
We do, but
You do, but I'm just saying money's not a problem anymore.
Yeah.
And what does the last thing I want to say is your father-in-law, he believed in you, but they thought you were crazy. What does he say now with all this money?
They don't say much. No. They're amazed. They see the change of everything, but they don't.
He didn't congratulate you. He said.
They're happy, but
they don't understand.
They still don't get it. Sometimes he goes to my house and I like look at this thing. He's like, "Holy shit!" Yeah, they don't get it. But everybody's happy, man. Everybody's happy. Right now, actually, I'm taking the family to the snow to spend after Christmas. We're gonna spend like about 5 days.
Where?
In a beautiful cabin in
Colorado?
No, in Atlanta, Georgia. There's a Helen. The place is Helen.
Oh, the one that there is a roller coaster.
I think so, bro. Like it's a beautiful place. So the dream of my mother was like snow. I haven't even been in the snow. So her dream is like spend Christmas in the snow. So now I'm taking the entire family to a trip over there, and we're gonna spend the Christmas in the snow.
Wow.
So that's good, man. Good stuff.
Okay, guys, we have to do a webinar here at 2 p.m.
And we gotta get lunch.
We gotta eat, so we're gonna be responding to your question. We're gonna be checking them on the way.
So
to
what's the
lunch.
number again for my
407
text 407
969
969
6938.
693 for more information.
And
if
say
you
that
wanna get.
and message say the Ecom Millionaire.
Yep.
The Ecom Millionaire.
And,
so I know you came from.
Whoever who is in the Ecom Millionaire and is making money already, this is coming your way. This is good quality shares. I swear. All right, because you are truly. The goal is to make you an Ecom Millionaire.
Yes.
And the question is, who will be the next Ecom Millionaire?
The
All right,
Ecom
guys.
Millionaire. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye bye.